6:49 right now, time for the morning rush. We are seeing the moments that New Mexico State Police found dozens of duffel bags filled with marijuana. State Police found the semi crossing into New Mexico from Arizona on I-40 with a trailer filled with 70 duffel bags of marijuana and stacks of cash. The driver is being charged with trafficking, conspiracy to commit trafficking, and 2 counts of possession of cannabis products in public.
A New Mexico lawyer is looking to help victims of a solar company accused of defrauding customers. Back in 2018, the state settled the Vivint Solar Company for nearly $2 million, but that money did not go to the thousands of customers affected by Vivint's alleged practices. Attorney Pedro is now working to find and represent victims who are still trapped under the company's contracts.
A body found at an Albuquerque hotel is being investigated as a suspicious death. Around 5 p.m. yesterday, APD responded to the Days Inn on Central near I-25 after someone discovered a body in one of the rooms. Details are limited, but again, APD says that they are investigating the death as suspicious. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. It is a comfortable, cool morning out there, 65 degrees. You might need a light sweater. 93 by this afternoon. It's going to be a dry and hot day.
One man is in custody and another is on the run after being accused of stealing from an Albuquerque convenience store. Officers responded to Walgreens for reports of a man waving a knife around while stealing $50 in alcohol. When APD arrived, the original suspect was gone, but they found Jesse Harmon, who they say stole 2 six-packs and had a prior warrant out for his arrest. As of this morning, APD is still searching for the first man.
For the second time this summer, a metro area Smith's has been shut down by health inspectors. Complaints about insects and produce quality at the Smith's on Paseo in Wyoming began being reported last Friday. That's when inspectors found continued problems with pests and rodents. The store is now shut down until those problems are fixed. Erica.
And here's a check on our threat index. It is low today, but we'll see 100s across the southeast plains. So avoid strenuous activity during the afternoon and a chance for virga in the Socorro County Valley. We could see some gusty winds from that.
A resolution before City Council tonight could designate a stretch of San Pedro as a main street. If given that designation, the area would become eligible for more technical assistance and grants. The Revitalize San Pedro partnership says it could also help businesses bounce back after COVID.
A new partnership between the Mescalero Apache tribe and Eastern New Mexico University is making sure tribal kids are getting much needed services. The Mescalero Apache Early Childhood Program reached out to the university to see if they could help the kids who need some form of speech therapy. This partnership will allow tribal kids to receive services once a week instead of twice a month. Erica.
All right, a check on traffic. The maps are clear, no accidents or slowdowns to report. And here's a look at Tracker going south on I-25 near the Big I. Everything is moving up to speed.
One Metallica fan may end up in the doghouse after sneaking into a concert. Storm, a Nikita Shepherd mix, was spotted at a Metallica concert after sneaking into Sophie Stadium in Los Angeles. The dog was first believed to be abandoned at the concert, but Storm's owners say he snuck out of their home located near the stadium.
Time now for the 5 facts.
At number 5, a stretch of a busy Northeast Heights street could soon look a lot different, all thanks to a new push to make it a main street. If a section of San Pedro from I-40 to Central is given the designation, that area will then become eligible for more technical assistance and grants. Improvements would include better sidewalks, landscaping, and giving the corridor more of an identity. The Revitalize San Pedro partnership says that it could also help businesses bounce back after COVID. That resolution is set to be voted on at tonight's City Council meeting.
At number 4, rural New Mexico libraries will be getting a financial boost after receiving an extra $15 million in grant money. The Rural Libraries Endowment was created in 2019 with a $1 million investment. To be eligible, a library must serve 3,000 people or less. The endowment now has $28 million to support rural libraries.
And at number 3, it's going to be a hotter day. Temperatures will be climbing through the 70s during the morning, 80s by 12 o'clock, and into the 90s by the early afternoon.
At number 2, we're now seeing moments New Mexico State Police found dozens of duffel bags filled with marijuana and stacks of cash being driven into the state in a semi-trailer. State police were sent to the Gallup Port of Entry on the morning of April 23rd for possible drug possession calls. Investigators found 70 duffel bags of marijuana and stacks of cash. The driver told police that he did not look to see what was inside of the trailer. He's now being charged with trafficking, conspiracy to commit trafficking, and 2 counts of possession of cannabis products in public. He's scheduled for trial in January 2024.
And at number one, a New Mexico lawyer is now looking to help victims of a solar company accused of defrauding customers. In 2018, then Attorney General Hector Valderas filed a lawsuit against Vivint Solar, accusing the company of tricking homeowners and locking them into long contracts with high prices. The state then settled with the company for nearly $2 million, but that money went to the AG's office and not to the thousands of customers who were affected. Now, an attorney says that the current AG, Raul Torres, is trying to work around a protective order in the case that would keep the attorney from seeing documents and including a possible list of victims to help.